All right, so we've been working in what's known as data view this whole time. And we can switch between data view, which is this little button, to layout view, which is what we might want to do if we were interested in putting together an actual map for publication. And so we can, switch back and forth between these two guys. But now if we're happy with our map and we want to start adding things like scale bars and north arrows and legends and all these pieces in a very aesthetically pleasing way, we can go ahead and do that in the layout view, which is over here. Data view, if you want to manipulate stuff and mess around, you'll have some of the same options available to you in the layout view. You'll just really see it as you would if you were to print that guy, which may or may not be helpful. So I just want to give you a quick demonstration about how to insert a map element, and then you all can certainly take it from there. So here we can go to insert any number of different things. I'm just going to choose a scale bar right now, and I'm going to, you got all sorts of different choices. Some are very complicated, some are very simple. I will just choose this guy, and you can go to properties and you can change the number of divisions, and you can change the units if you want to work in kilometers or nautical miles or whatever it is you're interested in. Change the gap. So you can really have a lot of control about how things are displayed. And let's just apply this guy. I'll say OK. I'll say OK. And there it is. It's hard to see. I don't, it's hard to read that things. I can resize it if I like. I can make this guy much bigger, and you can play all around with this type of thing. So I don't know that kilometers was the best choice for what I'm working with here, but that's all right. I think another thing I'd like to show you very quickly is how to modify an element that you bring in. And so if you go down here to properties, you've got these different choices. And for frame, one of the things, the issue I'm dealing with is it's hard for me to read this against the background there. So I actually want to bring in a different background. And you have some choices about what color background you'd like to use, and I'm going to choose sand for whatever reason. Let's try that guy and say okay. That's really just gorgeous, right? That's the most beautiful scale bar I've ever seen. So again, this is not the finished product, obviously, but it's just to give you a sense about bringing in these different elements within the layout view to try to make your presumably what will become a very beautiful map.